number 5 on the target practice LHopital, there was a question, so I'm going to just do that real quick. The limit as x goes to 2 of 4 minus x squared over sine pi x. And if you put 2 in there, you get 0 over the sine of 2 pi, which is 0. So we're going to apply LHopital. So we would get negative 2x over, and then the sine of pi x is cosine pi x, but then the baby would be pi. So we have pi cosine pi x. And so now we take the limit as x approaches 2, and you get negative 2 times 2 over pi times 2 pi, cosine of 2 pi, which is 1. So you get negative 4 over pi, which I believe was the right answer. Yes. Okay. Now, let's look at the number 11, because there were questions on number 11 too, and the number 12 answer key number is wrong, so I'll fix that one too. So let me pull up a picture of this guy. Okay, so here's number 11 and number 12. So number 11 says it wants the limit as x approaches negative 1 of f of x over x squared minus 1. Well, you don't know if you can take it until you find what f of negative 1 is. So, to direct substitution. So let's do f of negative 1. Well, f of negative 1 is f of 0 plus, because this is, remember, fundamental theorem of calculus, it said 2. So 0 to, what does it want to go to? Negative 1, right, of g of t dt. Well, f of 0 is 2, and you have to switch this, so sorry, let's switch it to minus negative 1 to 0 of g of t dt. And so it's 2 minus, and negative 1 to 0 is 2, so you get 0. So indeed, you do have a case where you have 0 over 0, because 1 squared minus 1 is 0. So you can apply LHopital to this one. So applying LHopital, you would get the limit as x goes to negative 1 of f prime of x over 2x. Now, what is f prime of x? Well, f prime of x is taking the derivative. So we'll take the limit as x goes to negative 1 of the derivative of 0 to x of gt dt, which is over 2x. Okay, so that is the limit as x goes to negative 1 of gx, okay, over 2x, because you took the derivative of the integral. So, what is g of direct substitution? Negative 1 over 2 times negative 1, and g of negative 1, g at negative 1 is 2. So I have 2 over negative 2, 2 over negative 2, so you get negative 1, which is the right answer. So that's how you do number 11, and it's good because it makes you think. Okay, number 12, let me get the picture again. Number 12, they had the answer wrong. So if you got what I got, which was 8 square root of 5, then you are correct. And let's see how you got there, okay? So this is the limit as x goes to 5 of 2 times g of x. So there's no f of x. This one's easier than the other one. And the square root of x minus the square root of 5. So square root of 5 minus square root of 5, you would get 0. And g of 5 right here is 0. So you get 0 over 0. So you can apply LHopital And so then you would take the limit as x goes to 5 of 2g prime of x over, and then the derivative of the square root of x minus 5 would be just the derivative of the square root of x, which is 1/2 x to the negative 1/2. So let's keep going. Limit as x goes to 5 at 2 times, and what is g prime? That would be the slope of this, right, of g. And that is 4 over 1 over 2, so 2. We're doing direct substitution now. And now I'm going to rewrite this 1 over 2 square root of x. So you end up putting that up on the top. So you have the limit as x goes to 5 of 2 times 2 times 2 square root of x, which is 8 square root of 5. So that's how you do those problems for the target practice LHopital.